I know you're not a huge movie guy.
I'm lost.
Everything else is just kind of filler. Okay, so we're doing spoilers.
What is his story?
I don't know how to end this.
Deal with it.
Hello, you're listening to Just Go With It, the podcast, the show consisting of quick and dirty reviews that are not that quick and keep getting dirtier. My name is Ben, and this is my co-host, Jared. Jared, what are we watching today? Oh, yeah. I forgot. I kind of lost Jared's face. He got lost in the wind. So, yeah, we are watching Guardians of the Galaxy 3. This is actually a re-recording of our intro because I'm an idiot, and it's gone. Well, here's our thoughts on it.
Ben, we just watched Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
I don't know how to feel. Like it was so sad, but also not. Like it's not like anything, nothing like, I mean, I can't say nothing sad happens. Sad stuff happened, but not like, an epic sad thing, just like a lot of like kind of backstory sadness and other stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, you're a pretty big Marvel fan. I know me and you have been keeping up with the movies since they've been coming out with the first Iron Man. So what do you think about this in like the grand scheme of the Marvel universe? How does this like rate up for you?
You asked a question I wasn't ready to answer. Okay. I love this movie just like by itself. Mm-hmm. I kind of get lost in the weeds when it comes to like any of the galactic Marvel universe stuff because, I mean, most of the Marvel stuff isn't a galactic based. It's usually centered around Earth and those characters. So I have a hard time I know it's Marvel, but in like the back of my head, it's almost like it's not. It's just like another story.
Yeah. And are we doing spoilers? I guess we can go ahead. I mean, if we did Rebel Moon spoilers.
Yes. Yes. I think our whole podcast is going to be a spoiler.
Yeah. So
podcast.
How do you feel that they didn't kill anybody off? Like I think a lot of people were expecting some characters to die in this. Because a lot of people are thinking this is going to be the last official Guardians movie.
Honestly, strangely enough, it felt kind of refreshing.
Yeah.
Like they didn't use that as a crutch for impact.
Mm-hmm.
The impact came with just like actual feelings of camaraderie and family, and the fact that they actually made it out without losing. I don't know. It just felt more impactful.
Yeah.
For some reason.
No, I agree.
It felt more grounded and real.
Yeah. Like the entire time I thought either Rocket or Drax, especially, I was thinking was going to die because I know like. I know this was Dave Bautista's last movie as him. He already confirmed that. Yeah. So I was really thinking they were going to kill him off. But I don't know. Like, it just... Like, this is my third time watching it. And I still, like, found myself tearing up. And, like, really tearing up at the end. Like, when they're playing Dog Days Are Over. And Peter goes to see his grandfather again at the end. Like...
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
Breaks my heart. But, like, it's so heartwarming,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Any standout characters in this, like new characters or returning ones?
Well, I mean, there's obviously good recurring ones. I mentioned it during the movie, but I mean, there was probably other scenes where you saw it, but this is the first time I felt like you actually saw Drax's strength.
Yeah.
Not that you didn't see it before, but they actually like displayed it. Like, oh yeah, he does have super strength.
Yeah.
I just feel like that was never really displayed before.
Yeah, I can see that. And what'd you think of the villain?
I liked the High Evolutionary. It's weird because it's one of those things where it's like they could have easily made it a Thanos or what's the other dude?
Kang.
The new dude. Thank you, Kang. They could have easily... He felt like that level.
Yeah.
But it was condensed in the Guardians movie. And I'm not against that. He feels a lot like Kang in that he's just a dude, but he has, like, cool armor. I don't know. He felt like he had potential, but we never saw it. But I'm not against that. I don't know. It was kind of nice that it was kind of resolved.
Yeah. No, I agree. And I really felt, I don't know, I felt like he was more of Rocket's nemesis, you know, whereas in the last one we got Ego, where that was kind of like Quill's, you know, his main villain. And then in the first one, Ronan, kind of everybody, but also Drax. I mean, Ronan did have a hand in killing his family. So this one, I feel like it really stapled the fact that like Rocket is the main character right next to Peter for me. Like, he's the heart of the Guardians, you know?
Oh yeah, like, I don't know, I feel like in the first movie, I mean, he was a fun side character, but he really came into his own in this. Obviously, this movie's basically all about him, even though he's not really, it's hard to say he's not really in it much, but he's kind of not.
Yeah.
You know? He is and he isn't. It's weird the way that's done.
Yeah. Which I kind of liked, to be honest. I really did think it was just going to be like the normal amount of like him being present and then also flashbacks. But the fact that he was like incapacitated for, I would say, like 3/4 of the movie really gave time to just focus on his past, you know, and not not take away from that.
And I do like it wasn't just a big info dump of his history. They kind of like give us bits and pieces throughout the movie. I like that a lot. Yeah. And like me going in, I knew nothing. I know nothing of the Guardians of the Galaxy as far as comic books. I know nothing other side from the movies. I don't really read comic books. I'm a very casual Marvel fan. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy it, but I'm very casual at it. But I don't know. I really liked how the character was showed.
Yeah. No, I agree. I really love that scene with No Sleep Till Brooklyn playing in the background, that hallway fight scene. I don't know what it is with Marvel and hallway fights, dude, but they always hit, and that one was done so well.
Cosmo's a good girl.
Oh my gosh, yes, that was a funny recurring gag too, and that's one thing. Like, I really feel like I would say about 90% of the jokes in this movie do hit. Like, they don't feel forced at all or anything.
Yeah, I feel like the first two movies really laid the groundwork of the kind of humor to expect in this. And a lot of the Marvel movies kind of laid that too. But it wasn't like, I don't know, some of the Marvel movies it feels shoehorned in. But this, it's like, no, this crew just does stupid stuff because that's literally them. Yeah. You know? They literally had a whole thing about how stupid Drax is.
Oh my gosh.
Drax's and Mantis relationship is just so cute. It's not a romantic one. It's like almost like brother and sister kind of thing. It's so adorable.
It is. So with this, do you want to see more of the Guardians, or are you like content with this being the end?
I don't know that I would care about a standalone movie, but I would like to see more of the Guardians.
Yeah, I'm with you there for sure.
I would almost like a sort of miniseries.
Yeah. With
the new Guardians to kind of get us used to them, because we've had 3 movies, more than 3 movies, because like the Avengers and stuff, to get to know the Guardians that we knew. But now there's new Guardians. We know the characters, but we don't know much about them.
Yeah, and I'm really...
Do we feel like if we had a miniseries to kind of get to know these characters a bit better, then maybe lead into a bigger movie or something?
Yeah, and I'm really intrigued to see more of like Adam Warlock, and I like Kraglin, and Rocket and Groot are always great to see more of. So I would definitely be interested to see more, like you said.
I like how they left it open. The characters still exist in the world. They're not just, oh, we're going, and then that's it. They explained what they're doing, how they're leading their lives now, and so there's still potential to meet up with those characters later.
Yeah.
Even if it's in a very casual setting, it's still, they're still there. The world building felt nice in that way.
Yeah, they could just like show up randomly at a bar or something sometime. Like how it said with Star-Lord was going to return. I have no idea in what capacity he's going to return, but they definitely confirmed that. So
this is one of those movies where you watch it and it's so engaging that you have a hard time talking about it until after. Like the last movie we watched, I was talking about it the whole time. This one, I was quiet for a surprising amount of it. So I don't know. It just really engaged me, and even like this sort of big plot holes and stuff that I saw was like, okay, it was engaging enough that I could reason away the plot holes and come up with solutions myself as to why those plot holes weren't plot holes because it was so engaging.
Yeah.
Now, I could reason that the reason why the spaceship with the broken window didn't suck him out and kill them is because maybe, Nowhere had a giant force field. I mean, Nowhere doesn't exactly have windows either, so they're probably already projecting some giant force field that keeps everybody from dying. I don't know. Like, you're able to reason that stuff away because the movie itself is so compelling, the world building is so compelling, and it just felt good and fun that you want to find reasons to not, dog on it.
Yeah. Well, unless you have anything else to say, I'm ready to rate it if you are.
Yeah.
Okay, so in all honesty, I've thought a lot about this because, like I said, I've seen it 3 times now, so it's a little more grounded.
Mhm.
But I think I'm gonna give it a 10. I don't have really many problems with it at all, and this is just, I feel like it's a perfect bookend to the series. And I don't give many movies a 10, but I really do think this one is.
It's definitely one of those movies where you had to have seen the first 2. I mean, obviously it's the 3rd installment, but I don't think it would be a 10 without that.
Mm-hmm.
As a Marvel MCU, Grand Universe movie, I'd say it's like an 8, 8.5, maybe a 9. But as like a standalone series, this movie felt like a 10 to me as well.
Okay, cool.
And the only reason it's like an 8 is because it didn't really tie into the rest of the Marvel universe. I mean, it does, but it doesn't really touch. I don't know. But again, as a movie itself, it's a 10.
Yeah. Well, cool. I'm very happy that we both enjoyed it, and I'm really excited to see what we watch next.
Yeah. Again, how are we editing?
I don't know. Man, I almost just said the name of the the podcast. I should have.
Oh,
that would have been perfect.
You know what, dude? Just go with it. I hung up! I didn't mean to hang up now.